everybody, Stratus here with another pre-game stats breakdown. Starting off on the red team, we are going to have a Draven, Maokai, Lee Sin, Rumble, and Zyra versus the blue team, who has Tristana, Nidalee, Alistar, Skarner, and Oriana. Should be a very exciting matchup. So let's start at the top lane. We're going to have Rumble versus a Nidalee. Now the Rumble main's top as well as the Nidalee, so it should be pretty interesting. The Rumble has been played by this person about 48 times with a 75% win ratio, which is absolutely huge. And the Nidalee's been played by this person about 20 times with a 52% win ratio, which is still a lot of games played, still a decent percentage. But I think I'm definitely going to have to give the advantage to the Rumble, as just a 75% win rate with 40 plus games is really good. Then transitioning into the mid lane, we're going to have Lee Sin versus Oriana. Now, Lee Sin mid has been pretty popularized kind of by Froggen lately, so I'm not sure how well anybody else does with Lee Sin mid, just because they probably don't have the experience against other champions like him. But Lee Sin does main top, but then again, the Oriana mains AD carry, so I don't know if anybody's really going to have an advantage. Lee Sin's been played by this player over 150 times, or about 150 times, at the 50% win ratio. So it's not amazing, but it's a lot of games, which means he has a lot of experience with Lee Sin. Oriana's been played by this person 20 times at the 60% win ratio, which is pretty good. I mean, it's not a ton of games. It gives you the basic understanding of the mechanics, but I personally find Oriana to be a little bit more in-depth as far as getting used to the ball placement and things like that. So I think it takes probably around 50 to 100 games to really get all of her spells, down pat without any problems. So I think overall I'm definitely going to have to give the mid lane to the Lee Sin as well. Then if we look in the jungle, we're going to have a Maokai versus a Skarner. Maokai mains caster while Skarner mains jungle. This is going to give Skarner a huge advantage. Maokai has never been played by this person before in a ranked game, which is also going to give Skarner a huge advantage considering he's been played by this person almost 600 times with a 58% win ratio, which is amazing. That's a lot of games played with one champion, and that's a good win ratio. And that's exactly why he is at 2400 ELO. But either way, I'm definitely going to have to give the jungle to Skarner, hands down, no problems at all. I think Maokai will have a little bit of an issue knowing when to gank and how to gank. But then if we go into the bottom lane, last but not least, we have Tristana versus Draven. Now, Draven mains caster while Tristana mains AD carry. Draven's been played by this person about 12 times with a 50% win ratio, which is not great, but not horrible either. Tristana's been played by this person almost 100 times with a 56% win ratio, which is much better. A lot of experience, and again, it is aphromoo, who is one of the most talented AD carries in the North America scene right now. So I think I'm definitely going to have to give the AD carry position to the Tristana. Then if we look at the supports, who's going to be Alistar and Zyra, both have a lot of CC. Alistar is a little bit more, he can kind of disengage fights a little bit, but he's not going to be able to headbutt if he gets snared by Grasping Roots. Zyra mains support while Alistar mains caster. This is going to give Zyra a huge advantage. Also the fact that she's been played by this person over 80 times with the 54.76% win ratio, where Alistar's only been played by this person 16 times with the 62% win ratio. Alistar has, it's possible that he can still do a really great job as a support, but the fact of the matter is, he mains caster, he doesn't main support, and he could have done Alistar jungle in the past instead of support. I really don't know. But then again, same goes for Zyra. Then again, that person mains support. So I think overall, I'm definitely going to have to give the bottom lane to the Tristana, to the blue team. Just because overall I think there's just going to be absolutely no contest. But if you add up everybody's win and loss ratio, or win and losses with the characters they're playing, you're going to see that the red team has a 55.82% chance of winning, as to where the blue team has a 57.82% chance of winning. I think I'm actually going to go with the numbers on this one and side with the blue team. So go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section below with whatever team you think is going to win, and let's get into the game and see what happens. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Strider's back with another slice of ELO Heaven, and this should be an extremely nice little treat for you all. Currently, we have Wingsofdeathx and aphromoo doing some duo queuing. I believe they're trying to get aphromoo to #1 on the ladder. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing. So it should be interesting to see if they can actually do it, and they should be playing for a while, so hopefully they'll get more than one game, but we'll see. We'll see how it all ends up. You know, TiensiNoAkuma, he's really good as well. He does a lot of phenomenal weekly content. I'm not sure how frequently he comes out, but I know he always throws up a batch on Reddit every week that kind of updates everybody on his content. And he's a phenomenal Katarina player, actually. Probably one of the best. Well, definitely one of the best. He's right up there with Skarner, but then again, I haven't really seen Skarner play Katarina in a really long time. So it's very possible that he may be better. Anyway, things should be still pretty good as far as this game goes. Cris is playing Lee Sin, which he is a pretty good Lee Sin player. So it'll be interesting to see how they do it. And it looks like there's a Draven on the enemy team, and it's not being played by aphromoo, which is probably the first time I've seen Draven at high elo play that's not been played by aphromoo. aphromoo is playing Tristana. I think he really likes the changes to her W, her explosive shot, with the extended range based on the level, just kind of like with her auto attacks. And it seems to be just helping him out overall. Tristana in general, not specifically him, but we are seeing a little bit more Tristanas. Like, most people know that her endgame is absolutely insane. Her endgame is ridiculous. You can almost shoot outside of tower range. But if you're really good at macroing, it's possible that you can, if, you know, super late game, you're level 18, you have everything that you need as far as like Phantom Dance or Infinity Edge or whatever you need. You can run in, shoot, and then run out before the tower shot even goes off. And not a lot of people know that, but it's difficult to do because you have to kind of know exactly what the tower range is, and you have to have the movement speed available. So it really helps to have a Nunu. And also, you know, that Phantom Dancer is, of course, required for the most part.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
You can't milk those! And of course, Alistar is just, you know, doing his little taunting thing. Which is never a bad thing, but, you know, sometimes it does get on the slightly annoying side. Uh-oh, we do have a little bit of action going on in mid. It looks like Cris may be going a little bit of the Froggen style and going mid. Oh, we might be pinching in the red team here, and it looks like, yes, the exhaust will go down on Zyra. Zyra will end up going down, and now Draven is running back, but it looks as if he's going to be able to get away with that flash. Oriana's going to continually do damage. And yes, with that pickup, the blue team is going to be able to invade and possibly take this blue buff. I don't know if they'll go for wolves as well. It's possible, but it looks like at this time they might as well just go for the blue buff. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. But this could be really dangerous, especially for Oriana. She's coming in. And that is, oh, a missed resonating strike. Oh, no. It hit. It looked like it missed on the screen. But that is a great pickup for Lee Sin. That's exactly what he needed to do. He waited patiently. And I'm not sure exactly why Oriana went that way. Maybe she thought that she could get away. She also burned Flash, which is definitely not going to be good in lane for her. But, yes, another great trap coming out from Nidalee, being able to spot out that Maokai. So he's not going to be able to gank like he really wanted to. And that's one of the advantages of playing Nidalee, but then again, it's also a disadvantage. Ganking Nidalee early is exactly when you need to gank her, because it's a lot easier to kill her when she's really, really low level. Before she's level 6, really, because her mobility skyrockets when she hits level 6. So those traps are going to keep her safe, but as of right now, as you can see, she may not have all the potential to go in and trap that Tribush like she wants to. But Maokai's getting extremely low going against these golems. He's going to heal a little bit off his passive, and that red buff is definitely going to help out. So he's going to be okay there. And Lee Sin is doing exactly what Lee Sin does in mid. He's doing a great job so far, doubling Oriana's CS, which is really good because that's obviously not an easy task. Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised that Zyra ended up going bottom as support. She has become a pretty popular support lately. Her snare is absolutely phenomenal, and the plants from her, or the damage from her plants is actually really good as well. So you do see quite a bit of burst. Her AoE is, her ultimate is Stranglethorns, is ridiculously huge AoE. Oh, now a lot of more damage coming down onto Oriana. Oriana's gonna have to play a little bit defensively. She doesn't have any more health potions, but neither does Lee Sin. Skarner could be coming in here for a gank. This could be very interesting. Yes, he's coming in, but he went in a little bit too early. So Lee Sin's gonna be able to get away. He's not level 6. He's not gonna be able to do anything. And yeah, that is just gonna be a free Lee Sin running away. Unfortunate for the blue team since they weren't able to get that gank, but that is what happens sometimes. We do have a ping coming down onto... Oh, great snare coming out. Oh, and then now it looks like they will be chasing off the red team. Great job by the blue team, really being able to control the lane. Red team was pinging the blue team like they wanted to initiate onto that Tristana, but it doesn't look like they're really able to. Oh, a great flash pulverize coming out, and a headbutt. Skarner coming in from the back. He's going to do as much damage as he can, and yes, that is going to be a free pickup for the blue team, and they're going to do as much damage. It looks like, yes, they will dive completely onto her, and yes, Zyra's passive is not going to be able to clean up any of that fight. Beautiful job by the blue team. Tristana ended up using flash. They didn't think that they were actually going to go in for that Zyra, so she had to burn that flash and got that second little bunny hop cooldown from getting that earlier kill. So Tristana is 2-0-1 with 34 CS. About 15 ahead of the Draven already, which is going to be very, very bad for that Draven. Draven's going to have a much tougher time now since he has died. He's also behind by 15 in CS and by 2 kills. As you can see, she's already almost doubled his gold. Oh, Lee Sin's coming around from the back. He is going to take these Wraiths. It's good for him. It's going to give him a little bit more experience. Oh, no, he's going to leave it up. It looks like he may be initiating onto this. Oh... Luckily for him, she was smart about it. So great job by Oriana, really being able to adapt to the style of this Lee Sin play. She is going to be able to do quite a bit of great ignite coming down, but she's not level 6, unfortunately. She's not going to be able to clean that up. She just is recently 6, so if he comes in here, this could be extremely dangerous. Oh, there's a ping going down onto Oriana. But there's nobody on the red team here. So I don't know exactly what they're planning, but we do have Rumble coming up. Uh-oh, it looks like they may get chased down. Oh, wonderful job by Oriana, doing as much damage as she can. She is still ignited. Is she going to go down? She goes down to 25 HP, but gets away just in time. She used her ultimate, which I'm actually pretty surprised that didn't kill him if she did ult. Either way, great job. Lee Sin is still in this brush, so this could be really bad for the Skarner. Skarner does not get juked out, but it looks as if Lee Sin, no, he tries to juke to a minion, but unfortunately, his Sonic Wave killed the minion instead. Oh man, that is heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. I mean, at least he got a CS from it, but it's still heartbreaking. Nidalee doing a decent job up top so far. She does have 42 CS, just trailing a little bit behind this Rumble. But Rumble is also a level ahead of her, and that is going to prove to be extremely dangerous for her. She is going AP Nidalee though, which... Oh, sorry, no, I was looking at... Just kidding, I was looking at Rumble. Rumble already has that Hextech Revolver, which is going to make his laning so much more beastly. I mean, Nidalee does have that heal. Oh, this could be a nice little engage coming out for Lee Sin. Lee Sin doing a ridiculous amount of damage, but he does not have his Dragon's Rage quite yet. If that was up, oh man, that would have been over for that Oriana. So we have a little bit of action coming here up top. Uh-oh. And bottom at the same time. Oh, Tristana gets away. Is she going to be able to survive? No, she is not. So she goes in for the kill. Is Draven going to go down? He is at 16 health, 22 HP. I cannot believe that. And Oriana, in the meantime, goes down to Lee Sin in mid. Wow, the red team is really starting to come back from this deficit that they started out with. Nidalee still doing a great job providing so much harass onto this Rumble, but Rumble again is not giving up. He's still being able to fight back with those electromagnetic harpoons, getting even more spell vamp from that Hextech revolver. And the fact that he's just able to spam his flamethrower to get his health back up, it's really difficult to actually push him out. But then again, Nidalee, she does have those heals, which is going to prove to do the same exact thing. Wow, those harpoons are just absolutely wrecking her, but she's still able to harass him quite a bit. The only bad thing is that she runs on mana and he doesn't. That's not going to work out the way they wanted to, that is for sure. In the meantime, Skarner's actually pinging down the blue, going to give this off to Oriana. Oriana has a ninja tabby to really just mitigate a lot of the damage, if not, well, yeah, a significant amount of the damage from that Lee Sin, so she doesn't continually die. She's already died twice to this Lee Sin, and that's where it gets bad. Oh, no, it looks like Draven will go down. It looks like Tristana was just playing with him for a little bit. She was just chasing for no reason. Maybe she was just waiting for an explosive shot or buster shot to come off cooldown. Either way, a great pickup for them. That is going to be momentous. 30 CS ahead, being the Tristana, as well as 2 kills and 1 assist ahead. She already has a BF sword and a Vamp Scepter. Holy cow. That is ridiculous. That is going to be so difficult to help, or to just kill her. At this point, with that Vamp Scepter and the BF sword, she's just going to do so much damage. And as you can see, Zyra is going down already by about 200 HP from 1 spell. Oh man, it looks like in mid, Oriana was able to take out the Lee Sin. Great job. I'm actually going to go back just so we can see that. Oriana, wow, doing a ridiculous amount of damage. Lee Sin's super low. She is going to shield herself, ignite, and then throw down the auto attacks with dissonance for the kill. Absolutely great job from the Oriana. Her ult was already down, and that's probably why Lee Sin was very confident in trying to kill her. But unfortunately for him, it just did not work out because she did have that ignite, and her auto attacks scale off AP, which makes it even more difficult to out damage her. Looks like Skarner was trying to come in through mid, but it may not happen. Oh, Skarner is coming in. He does throw on that shield, but then they see Maokai at the last second decide not to go in. They're just going to back off at this point. Wonderful job by the blue team and the red team both, just knowing when a bad situation is happening and getting away with it as much as possible. Alistar's really starting to zone out this Zyra. And wow, uh-oh, this could be really bad for the Rumble. Is he going to go down? Yes, he will go down. He tries to pick up Nidalee in the meantime, but is going to be unsuccessful. Lee Sin is now coming around from the back. He's out for blood. Is he going to be able to come in? No, there is absolutely nobody there. He's going to throw out his Q. Oh, it does not quite land. Oh my gosh, that was so ridiculously close. He's going to be able to come in, and yes, that is going to be a free kill onto Skarner. And wow, oh, Nidalee is going to follow. That is a double kill for that Lee Sin. Great job by Lee Sin, really showing up exactly when he needs to, providing the harass that is also required, and just picking up that double kill with ease. Let's see if we can get back to live here, ladies and gentlemen, and we are at about 13 minutes in the game, about 1,500 gold advantage for the blue team, and it looks like Lee Sin may be taking the top tower, which is going to mitigate that advantage to just over 1,000 gold, or just under 1,000 gold. Uh-oh, looks like Rumble may be taking out this Oriana completely. Wow, she takes a lot of damage. She did have that ninja tabby, and that provided a huge, ridiculous amount. Draven was able to take out the Trist, and now another root coming down on Alistar. He does have a lot of damage prevention. Is he going to be able to get out of here? He's so low, but those auto attacks just aren't going to do it. And now, Skarner's coming in from the back. Oh, Draven comes in with the spinning axe, and that is going to be an execute, I believe. Yes, Alistar should have just headbutted or done an auto attack. There was no way he was going to get out of that. In the meantime, Skarner was able to pick up that kill onto Zyra, and technically that's a 2-for-1 trade. Not really. Oh man, look, Nidalee got caught out of position by both the Rumble and the Lee Sin. Skarner doesn't want to push this bottom tower, which I find mildly interesting, because I think that if they would have taken that bottom tower, it's very possible that they could have transitioned it into a dragon fight here pretty soon. Since Skarner, was up and their bottom lane was completely dead, I think a dragon would have been a great choice, but at the same time, Nidalee went down in a really bad position, transferring over to dragon, so it's possible that the blue team thought that the red team was also going there. So it's hard to say. There's a lot of what ifs and ofs, but overall, I mean, both teams are doing an excellent job. Very superb play. A great amount of zoning coming out and forcing the flash out on to the Oriana. That's going to be really bad. But now, Maokai could be out of position now. The dissonance coming out and the shockwave doing a phenomenal job. And yes, Maokai does end up going down, giving the kill to that Oriana. Great job by Skarner, being able to give that kill away. It's really going to help Oriana. She needs that for the late game. And this could be really bad. Oriana again in a really bad position. Tempest with the cripple coming out, and Skarner is coming in, doing as much damage as he can. Oh my gosh, does Lee Sin give me a follow-up? Yes, he does, but gives the kill to Skarner at the same time. Great job by Lee Sin, doing absolute work. Zyra, she gets a snare. This could be really dangerous for the Alistar, but then again, there's no dash ability for Draven. His flash is also down. He has no real maneuverability. This could be really bad. Alistar's coming in with the ultimate. Now Tristana's in the mix. She's getting taken out by the ultimate and the Stranglethorn's popping up. She is exhausted. She's not going to be able to get out of this. And yes, that is going to be another kill onto Tristana. And Alistar, is he going to be able to get rid of this? He is at 165 health, and a great flash snare coming out from Zyra. Those grasping roots. And man, the trees on Team Red. Team Tree, clearly, doing a ridiculous amount of work. Proving to be just a really good combo. Those two snares. Yeah, snares are so annoying. It's been grasping the roots. The fact that it's an AoE snare. Oh, great shockwave coming out. And, oh man, it looks like Draven may get down from here. He's at 119 health. One spear and a great root coming out, and oh man, the crystalline slash does not quite hit. Is it going to hit? Yes, it finally will with the pop of Shirley's Reverie. Nidalee also ends up taking down that Maokai with the assistance of Oriana. And this is the perfect time to do the dragon. Unfortunately for them, Rumble is here. He does have his equalizer. He might be able to back them off just a little bit, but I don't know how successful he's going to be, even with Zyra there. No, they were able to take out the dragon without any problems. Mid tower ends up going down in favor of the red team. Red team is doing a great job on towers. They have 3 towers to 0. All 3 outer towers for the blue team are down. And so at this point, it'd be really good for them to pick up an oracle, which I believe somebody already has. Yeah, Skarner. Okay. Skarner already has an oracle. They need to make sure that he sweeps their own jungle forwards at this point. Because now what all the red team needs to do is apply pressure in their own jungle. If they can reduce the amount of objectives that the blue team can even do, even if it's small objectives like wraiths or wolves or double golems, and just their little buffs there. Having 4 buffs on your team as opposed to 2 versus 2 is a pretty big advantage. And once you start shutting down their extra resources and basically doubling your jungle input across the whole team, it just gives you such a significant advantage. Oh, Nidalee's coming in, and wow, she is going to get shielded, but Lee Sin's going to easily back it up, and the shockwave now coming down with the dissonance, and wow, the spear not quite landing, but super close. That safeguard was just a tiny bit faster than the spear, which made it just barely easy for him to get out of there. And it looks like they will end up taking this mid tower. This is going to be the first tower going down for the blue team. So the blue team is finally starting to kick it up a notch. They took the dragon as well as finally their first tower. Now Draven's all alone by himself. This could be bad, but Skarner was able to take out that ward, and Draven's definitely going to go back as he knows that there's nothing that they're going to be able to do about it. Looks as if this is just going to kind of get into a little bit of a farming fest. It's not going to be too much. A great Tempest coming out, and wow, that is going to be a huge amount of work. It does look like Lee Sin, yes, the safeguard will be able to save him, get him out of there, but man, was that close. And another great ward coming out from the red team. Just in the middle of the lane, just so they know if they're going to go up or down in their jungle. Which is a pretty nice ward to have, especially when the tower's down. You don't know. Like once the blue team would push the lane, the red team doesn't know if they're going to go top or bottom jungle. So having that ward there definitely helps out. But in this particular scenario, you know, of course, he does have that oracle, and that oracle is going to be used, which is also really good. The fact that he's already been able to take out 4 or 5, I think, wards with that oracles is pretty good. It hasn't quite paid for itself, but the lack of vision that the red team is having to suffer through is going to be a pretty big issue if it continues. Notice they still have wards on the map. They're still doing exactly what they need to. But, again, I believe they need to ward Blue's jungle and definitely kill that Skarner. Killing that Skarner is going to be key. It's going to give them a killing spree bonus. And another tower going down in favor of the blue team, being able to take out in that second tower. And oh man, Oriana's coming around. She is going to be able to get this blue buff. That is going to be a lot of help for her. Wow, she just takes the blue buff so quickly. This auto attack's doing a ridiculous amount of damage. In the meantime, wow, Nidalee actually getting a Wit's End, which I did not expect, to be honest. I really did not expect a Wit's End. I can't remember the last time I've seen a Wit's End on an 80 Nidalee. Grasping Roots coming out from Zyra. Looks like she was able to take out that big golem, which is exactly what she wanted. It's going to give her the experience as well as the health and slight mana buff just to get them through the jungle. But wow, Lee Sin is going to be able to ward over the wall and get out of that predicament. Very sticky situation coming out, but Lee Sin's mobility is just too strong. There's absolutely nothing they can do about it. At this point, I think the only real way to kill the Lee Sin is going to be for a Skarner ult. The blue team doesn't really have much CC. Oh, Lee Sin's coming out. Equalizer completely whiffing, and wow, as well as the electromagnetic harpoons, and she's going to be able to get out. Oh, this could be really bad. That is going to be a nice little Dragon's Rage, and oh man, the Flash Twisted Advance is going to pick that up, and that is going to be a free kill. Oh, Skarner's coming in the mix, and there are no ultimates left available, and oh, except for the one coming out from Maokai, and that is going to be a dead Oriana. And oh, Zani's Hourglass coming out from Rumble. Rumble's trying to clean up as much as he can, but it's just not going to happen. Oh, Tristana jumps in there trying to do more damage, notices the other two, and then flashes out immediately. Baits out the Stranglethorns. Alistar ends up going down. Twisted Advance now going on. And is it going to be able to kill? Yes, that last auto attack from the spinning axes. And now they're Shirley's Reverie. They're going to hunt down the Skarner, but he does have Flash. He's going to be able to get through that wall. And holy cow, was that a team fight. That was a domino effect of a team fight. It was just one after another. Just everybody getting caught out of position. It was a really great fight. Red team coming up just a little bit on that fight. They're still down just a tidbit, but not a whole lot. Draven has actually now surpassed Tristana in kills and getting pretty close to CS, which is definitely not good for Tristana, because Tristana's early game's really good, her mid game's pretty dull, but it's okay if you're fed early game. It looks like Tristana did pretty well early game, so I don't know exactly what happened in her mid game. But hopefully, if this game gets to like 40 or 50 minutes, this could be really, really bad. And wow, it looks like an equalizer along with that ultimate from Maokai is going to do a lot of damage. He's going to burst that out. And the distance now coming down. Oh, and that is going to be a very close to dead Rumble. Rumble is at 63 HP. Yes, Skarner's able to take that out. And oh, Dragon's Rage coming out of the headbutt. Going to be able to get Lee Sin away. Lee Sin's going to be able to follow up on that kill. And wow, this is not going to be good for Trist. This is definitely not going to be good. She's going to be able to, yeah, completely initiate it on. She gets completely blown up. The Zyra ends up picking up the kill. And Nidalee is coming out. She does have those double buffs. Definitely going to slow down. And wow, Lee Sin tried to Q over to the Wraiths. Just wasn't quite spawned yet. 3 seconds later, that would have been a really good juke. But unfortunately, it just did not work out the way you wanted it to. Nidalee really starting to show her strength in this match. Her auto attacks and her heal are just doing so much. She was able to get those double buffs, and now they're just completely ripping through this tower. Oriana also doing a great job being able to spam her spells. It looks like they may end up going for this blue buff. Yes, they will. They're going to donate that to Oriana, and this could be really bad. Zyra's there. Rumble's coming up, and so... Uh-oh. This is definitely not the position that they want to be in. That is going to be a great distance, but... Oh, a shockwave! Getting 4 members of the red team in there. And yes, the dissonance is going to successfully get her away. There is a ward in Dragon Brush. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to continue to have that vision that the blue team wants. Shirley's Reverie coming out with Alistar. Is Alistar going to be able to headbutt Pulverize? No, he wastes the Pulverize after he gets snared. He's going to have to throw in that ult. And that was really, really big misplay coming out from Alistar. And this is going to be a really nice free dragon for the red team. Oh, Stranglethorn completely zoning out the blue team. And yes, that is going to be a nice, perfectly timed Dragon Steal. Alistar once again going down. And uh-oh, another grab coming out. But Tristana does not quite kill him. He's at 7 health. Shockwave coming out. This is really bad. Skarner is doing so much damage at this point. Draven with that Bloodthirster and those 2 Doran's Blades. That is a lot of auto attack. Oh! Almost had a really easy double kill there, but Oriana was able to pick that kill up. And wow, it looks like Trist is just going to continue the onslaught. She almost has a rocket jump in 7 seconds. I don't know if she should be going for this. Yeah, she's going to back off. Definitely a smart move by her. And Equalizer coming out. Is Nidalee going to go down? Wow, Rumble's able to pick up the Tristana. Skarner is once again at full health. And then he pops that Zanya's Hourglass. And wow, this is a lot of damage coming out of the Skarner. Skarner gets rooted. And wow, this is not good. Execute coming out. Oh, wow. A free kill going on to Rumble. So Rumble and Zyra doing a beautiful job protecting that tower. It's absolutely wonderful, and Oriana got executed. Oh, Skarner almost got destroyed by the Whirling Death. He is definitely going to back off. He had that Oracle. He needed to survive that fight, and it's good that he did. Lee Sin is really going in deep for this kill. Unfortunately for him, it's just not going to happen quite yet. Uh-oh. Ooh-hoo-hoo. So good job by Skarner recalling in a great position. And now there's a huge creep wave in top lane. While 3 members of the red team are at bottom. They're going to invade and take this red buff. It would be really nice if they could plant down some wards, though. Those wards are going to significantly increase their chances of staying alive in their jungle, being able to invade safely as well as being able to know when the blue team is going to be going for that Baron or Dragon, really. The red team is doing a really good job right now. As you can see, they're kind of moving as one cohesive team. You'll see 4 of them roaming together pretty much always at this point. Maokai ended up recalling. Let's see what he ends up getting. He is just going to get a pink where it looks like it's most likely for the Baron. Yeah, it looks like that's exactly what it will be for. Nidalee coming around from the back as well as Skarner. Wow, this could be a really bad position. Oh, and Ward can absolutely destroy any surprise that Oriana could have had there. And there was like 3 or 4 members at the time, and now there's 5. Red team is making a massive push in mid. Are they going to continue to push this, or are they going to go for Baron? That is the real question. Tristana, again, still doing a pretty good job. She's ahead by about 20 CS, and she's back in the lead of kills, as opposed to the Draven, but Lee Sin is still 1 up on everybody. Lee Sin is 9 kills, 7 deaths, so he has been dying a lot, but he's been doing a lot of damage. An item that I don't really see that much anymore is that Mod Malmortius. When it first came out, it wasn't that good. A lot of people didn't like it, and then it became popular, and now it's starting to get down in the... I don't really see anybody get it anymore. It almost seems like it was an item made for Olaf, but... Uh-oh, Skarner is coming around, doing as much damage as he can, but he's going to be completely backed off. Shirley's Reverie being popped, it looks like. Yeah, it is popped by the Alistar. Which I don't quite understand. Oh, that was a great grab, but the flash canceled it out. And fortunately for him, the cooldown actually doesn't go down. I was a little interested in that particular mechanic. A shockwave now coming down. Rumble's completely caught out of position. This is going to be really bad for him. Yeah, that is going to be a free kill. And he killed him with the Impale, which I find to be quite interesting. I don't think the Impale was really necessary, but he's going to be able to auto attack and get that cooldown pretty quickly. It's already at less than a minute. And wow, red team Nidalee is doing a really good job taking down this tower. It's going down so fast. It's absolutely insane. And wow, looks like a pretty big team fight is starting to break out in mid lane as well. Nidalee doing a wonderful job split pushing as she always does. Rumble is still dead, but he only has 3 seconds alive. So I'm a little bit worried about if they're going to be able to take down this Baron. Baron is at 7,000 HP, 5,000, 4,000, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that is going to be a really nice Baron coming out for the blue team. They needed that excessively. They are tied in kills right now at 30 minutes, 51k gold in favor of the blue team, going up against that 45k gold of the red team. So blue team a little bit ahead, not significantly, you know, it's about 6k, but at 31 minutes, it's not a whole lot of gold. And the further the time goes on, the less amount it really matters, because based off gold percentage increases, or differences, not just gold differences. Tristana is, again, just completely soloing this dragon. Doing a great job. That's really going to help. It looks like she did not pick up the kill. Dragon's going to reset. That was a great play by aphromoo. That is going to go in the top 5 fails for sure. Wonderful job. That is, yeah, that's definitely something I'm going to have to note down and put in another video sometime. It's pretty good. I always like to see great plays. Lee Sin coming in and getting absolutely demolished by this Nidalee. Wow. Yeah, Nidalee is doing a wonderful job right now. She has the Madrid. She has that Frozen Mallet. She has a lot of on-hit effects. That Madrid's Racer, I'm a little interested in exactly what she is going to build with that. I would be confused if she got a Wriggles. this late in the game, it's not really going to benefit them all that much.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
I mean, they don't have a Wriggles, but I really honestly don't know. She has 3,100 in her pocket. Definitely. Oh, an Impale coming out, and it looks like Draven's going to go down almost instantly. Holy cow, and yes, Nidalee ends up going for the Blood Razors. Another item we have not seen in a very long time. Those on-hit items are doing absolutely wonderful for the Nidalee right now. Uh-oh, Grasping Roots coming out. Stranglethorns now absolutely wrecking the blue team, taking out 2 members. And Skarner's in the mix, trying to do everything he can. And the shield barely saving out that Tristana. She's going to be able to jump out, but the follow-up from the Lee Sin getting his Q down. And that is a surrender vote for the red team. In that particular fight, it was a 3-for-1 trade so far, and it looks like Lee Sin possibly could have gotten a kill. Onto the Oriana. Yeah, he may have been able to go back and get a kill on the Oriana, but I'm not exactly sure. Either way, he would have died, and then it would have been, you know, a 4-for-1 trade, which is not a good trade. And then that would have been a push for the win. So I think a surrender vote is exactly what was needed. Congratulations to the blue team, and GG to the red team. Overall, it's just a really, really great game. I like to see games like this as frequently as possible. But again, guys, if you like the videos, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any requests as far as champions or players that you want to see, please send me a comment or a private message with whatever your requests may be, and I will try to feature them in one of the videos, and then we'll just kind of go from there. And thanks again, guys, for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.